Okay, if the clone source panel is not visible, choose Window Clone Source, and I've got mine right here. Make sure that the Show Overlay checkbox is unchecked. Select the Clone Stamp tool and then click on the second clone source icon right here. Position your cursor over the upper left corner of the decorative border and then hold down the Alt key and click to define this area of the image as your second clone source. And I notice, okay, so I'm going to click right about, looks like right about here between those lines, and I'm going to Alt click to define that as my source. Select the third clone source icon right here. Position your cursor over the upper right corner of the decorative border, then hold down the Alt key. So I'm going to click here, Alt click, to define this area of the image as your third clone source. And then now we're going to go back to the window, to the O5 work file right here. To make sure the clone of the decorative border appear antique, you will make some modifications to the clone stamp tool options. With the clone stamp tool selected, go to the option bar and select luminosity from the mode. And we're going to type in 50 for opacity for that. Select the second clone stamp icon and then click, okay, the second one. And then check the Show Overlay text box. Position your cursor in the upper left corner and you see the preview of the decorative border. When you have the decorative corner positioned roughly in the upper left corner, start painting. Try to follow the swirls of the design as best you can, but don't worry about being exact. The blending mode and opacity that you set in the options bar helps to blend this into the original image. Keep in mind that when you paint with a lighter opacity, additional painting adds to the initial opacity. If it helps to see the results, turn off the Show Overlay checkbox. Check to turn it back on for the remainder of the lesson. So right here, I'm going to make my brush size bigger. I'm going to make it 30. Okay. And I'm going to just start clicking and dragging. I'm going to make it even bigger. Okay. Now you'll clone the third source in the upper right corner of the image. This time you can experiment with the position of the decoration of the image. Well, I can keep doing this here for this one, for this side. Okay. So now I need to click this one. And you will now use the clone source panel to reposition the upper right corner clone source. So hold down Alt Shift and press the left, right, up and down arrows on your keyboard to nudge the overlay into a better position. Hold down Alt Shift. Alt Shift and then the arrows.
The following students to report to the office at this time: Dorothy Van Zuden, Ali Yada,
Alt Shift and then the arrows. Okay, I guess it is moving. It's not moving a whole lot. We could start painting. Let's just start painting. Okay, that's not... Okay, I see where it needed to be. So I can go back to history. Okay, and I can... the clone stamper. Alt-Shift, and then the arrow keys. I need to move it up. Doesn't look like it's moving. Maybe if I change the opacity. No. I wonder if I use move. No. Okay, if you figure it out, I'll give you extra credit. Let me know, okay? And now we're going to save it, Control S. Hopefully yours looks better than mine. You should do it so that the whole border's around there if you can. And apparently you're going to use it for the self-study.